Welcome back to the second part of the English defense gambit, and we continue looking at the critical position after c4, b6, d4, e6, e4, bishop b7, bishop d3. So black tried in our previous lesson to play in this position f7, f5 move, but as I showed that white is just getting quite significant initiative for the sacrifice material after e takes f5, bishop takes g2, queen h5 check, g6, f takes g6, bishop g7, g takes h7 check, and king f8. So in this position, when white is moving the knight on e2, knight f6, queen h1, bishop takes h1, then quite unpleasant knight f4 situation. In the game between Adam Popovich and Levon Babulian, after bishop g5 in this position, knight f6 and queen h4, so black tried very hard to improve. He played knight c6. Just a few weeks ago, the game between Vorjan Akabian and Cuera from United States Open Tournament continues c5, when white didn't have any problem to develop his attack after knight f4. So idea knight g6 just very unpleasant. King f7, then now knight d2, and next threat is just to go knight e4. Black is still having a lot of problems. So knight c6 more or less is a continuation, knight d2, and we are following the game Popovich against Babulian, when after knight b4, bishop g6 and bishop b7, white moved knight f4, and for black is still very difficult to stop, to avoid this killing threat knight h5. So black moved his knight back, knight c6, simply long castling, knight takes d4, and bring the knight in the attack, knight e4, intending bishop takes f6, intending knight takes f6. Black tried his best chance to play knight f3, and now white just finished the game immediately. Can you find the way? So white simply played knight takes f6, and after knight takes h4, knight takes d7. The black just cannot escape from the maiden threat. For instance, queen takes, rook takes, and threat knight takes e6 is a decisive one. After knight takes g6, knight takes g6, king e8, and here any move like rook takes g7 or rook e7 immediately. So black position is totally hopeless. White not only winning back the material, but also gets the decisive material advantage. So after knight takes f6, black played queen takes f6, bishop takes f6, knight takes h4. For a second, black right now is having rook up. However, rook takes d7, so rook on the 7th rank is the most powerful piece. So there is no way to stop knight takes e6 threat with a checkmate, and